Good morning, everyone. This is Lord Holland 4293, and I have a replay from Ohio Mag-1K. I did previously play with this guy in Operation Cherry Blossom, and he is using a ship we rarely see anymore. He's got himself a champagne. Now, for those of you that don't know about the champagne, it's been getting a lot of buffs recently. It doesn't have the best armor. But it is the only French battleship armed with 406mm guns. And it has ridiculously good dispersion. It is a sniping battleship. So, unlike the Gascon and the Flander that we have now, this thing overmatches cruisers and everything. So we're talking American guns on a French battleship with, like, excellent dispersion. We're talking, like, Stalingrad and Slava dispersion. Most contributors will compare this thing to like a mini Slava, and it has ridiculously good shell arc. We're going to see right here. Look at that shell arc coming out of those guns, or the velocity. Oh, the dispersion just kind of messes with them, but you saw that dispersion. Let's see him. I'm going to count down the seconds when I see those guns and see if he gets any hits. Okay, he's almost reloaded, so I'm gonna see how many seconds it takes to fire for these guns to shoot and reach their target. He has a secondary build. Flander. I missed that. Sorry on that. The secondary champagne. Oh my god, this is even more hilarious. I love this. I wanted to see ballsy replay, but this is just hilarious. A secondary champagne. Oh my god, this is funny. And they're manual secondaries too. Oh my god. Now, he's secondary in the Yahagi. He can go right through that for Taka's armor easily. Let's see if he goes. Okay. Counting. Oh, darn. Does pick up the Yahagi, though, with his secondaries. $12,000 for the first wave is actually really good. And the Cherbourg is playing really aggressive, but yeah. But the shell velocities on these guns are just ridiculous. This is one ship, if it ever did come back out, folks, I would love to get my hands on this ship. I would love to get my hands on the ship and do some really ballsy testing. I would love to try this thing on Operation Cherry Blossom. Dispersion just isn't working for him today, folks. But it is really great that we get to see this ship in a replay. Just the fact that we have this replay is very special. And Mag did send this to me on my Gmail. WOWSOPERATIONSREPLAYS@gmail.com. I leave that in my descriptions and everything on my videos. I do read these. I do read the email, and he sent it to me at like the early morning. I was not expecting a replay. So it made my day. And he gets a 15k salvo. 5 shell hits on that thing. On that Congo. That's this dispersion that I'm talking about, folks. I totally get Matt for playing a little bit past it, because he knows if he gets in there, he's gonna die. The French armor is hilariously weak. Especially against HE. And Champagne is more of a sniper. Now, if I can get a Champagne, I would love to test it in closer range. I would just love to test it and see. Even if I die, I would just love to keep testing it. The Fubuki is getting in there. Hopefully he doesn't get past. But the battleship Massachusetts is moving to engage him, and the Akatsuki's there. So I don't think that Fubuki's going to get through. We're on the second wave, just almost at 15 minutes, and he is at 36,000 damage. Not bad. Now he has not used any heals or his speed boost yet. And the Fubuki does go down. Oof. What? So they do have a Benson and an Akatsuki. The Benson and the Akatsuki can move to engage that third wave. That would pretty much guarantee them this win. Sherberg is going to go down, though. Sherberg may go down. And the Renown, I don't know what the Renown is doing. I really don't. He may be going for the Yamato or the Musashi. Now, if the Renown can pull that off, I will love to see more replays from him. I think that's what he's going to do. It's what I've done it in a linen. I've died in a linen. But I've killed a Musashi in a linen. I don't have the replay, unfortunately. If I had it, I would show it. There's a lot of replays and gameplay I've had the past year when these operations were released that I wish I had, that I could show you folks. Sherberg is still alive. I think he is taking some fire, though. Nope, not just the mask taking fire. Now, even though the Champagne does get better guns and a little bit better dispersion, the Gascon and I believe the Flanders have a little bit better reload, so they can pump out shells more. Oh, he gets a Citadel right there for 12,000. He's up to 56,000 now. Now look at that, the shell. There he goes, picking up the Ioba. And he's switching his guns to the secondaries on the DD, and he's going for the Myoku. He can kill that thing easily if he can get those shells to land. Now he's only going to get one shot on this cruiser before I think he can get, before he gets in range. Shells look decent. Oh, just a little high. Hopefully they can kill it. He might get one more hit on it, though. Yeah, he'll get at least one more hit on it before it gets in there. He's gonna have at least a little bit of time to get it. It's going to be close, though, unless those shells from the battleship hit. No, Massachusetts does pick up the Mayoko. And he picks up the Z-20. Z-23 and the Kagero. Just as I suspected, folks, that Renown is going for the Musashi. He is doing a Musashi run, folks. Now they have basically completed all of the G objectives so far. They just got to protect Roma, and then they will pretty much almost be guaranteed a 5-star on defensive Newport. This team is really working well together. That dispersion is beautiful, but it's not going to hit any. Nope, just shy. Darn. Because that was beautiful dispersion. And there's the Renown. The Renown is way too far from the Musashi. He does have a speed boost, but he's got to get along that cheek armor, folks, to get that Musashi down. He does have torps. Well, we'll see what happens. My fear is he's going to get down there, and then he's going to have the Nagano looking at him. So he's going to get cross-shotted from all 3 of those battleships. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, folks. Secondaries on the Champagne going back off. He's up to 80,000 damage right now. Looks like the Benson did drop torps. Does get a torp on the hipper. He's going to take some shots. Looks like he took a little bit of a hit. But Benson's still in fighting condition. Now, the reason we're so lucky to have this replay from a Champagne, and thank you for Mag for sending this in, because when they released the Champagne, it got really bad reviews. But they released it for a week, then it was removed from sale. Then they brought it back for like a week, and then it's just disappeared. You can't get it. The only place you can get it is in the Santa crates. And it's listed, I believe, as one of those... No, it's not a rare ship. I think it's normal as a normal tier 8 ship. But it's the only place you can get the Champagne now is in the Santa boxes at Christmas. Oh, so he does an incoming fire alert on this thing. So this ship is... ops build, and could be a little bit for randoms too. They're doing a really good job. It doesn't look like the Renown was able to really kill. Renown took a lot of damage being up there from the Musashi, probably from the Musashi, but in the DDs. He wasn't able to take off the Musashi though. He overestimated the distance. Had he pulled it off, that would have been really impressive. But we haven't even seen the speed boost on the Champagne yet. I'm hoping we get to see it. And he just crossed the 100K mark. And he doesn't even have that many hits. Or secondaries. So this is just solid pen damage. Really, we're seeing some overpens. Let's see if he can nuke that rune. Oh, that dispersion. Oh, 22,000 on the rune. See, that is why the Champagne's a god. That dispersion is beautiful. Even though this might be a perilous position for some ships at the very end, Mag here is still full health. He can afford to pull these kind of gutsy things off. There he goes, picking up the rune. And getting that 21,000 just saw his damage just jump. There's the torps. He's going to take a torp, but he has the ability to weather it. There goes the first heal. And Champagne only gets 3 heals, while most other ships get like 4. He is turning his guns on that on the Musashi. Hopefully he can get a good salvo on it before the mask gets to it. I want to see him nuke that thing out of existence. Salvo. Oh, the dispersion's beautiful. Oh, 40,000. He's up to 180,000 now. Really great damage. And we just see him just delete these, just get these citadels and everything. And we just saw how he, and literally like in the span of a few minutes, his damage went up almost 50,000 damage. Now he Praetoriar, he just did the target selection really well. Really well. Oh, and not great, but he's still got an 8k salvo on, 9k salvo on it, and a fire. And I think that's stuck, so he's going to get that damage. Maybe if he's lucky, he can get, nope, he's not going to get another salvo off, unfortunately. He might pick up the kill. Oh, just shy of 200,000. But still an amazing match from a very rare ship we never see anymore. A Champagne. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for Mag for sending that in. I really enjoyed seeing that one.